Hey everybody, this is Christopher Small. I'm the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Today, I want to talk to you about what a living will, aka healthcare directive, is. Before I get to that though, I want to remind you, as always, if you have questions about what we're talking about today, if you have estate planning questions in general, if you have probate questions in general, please go to estatemeeting.com. You can set up a time to talk with me over the phone or in person for free, estatemeeting.com. So, I get this question quite often. What is a living will? And the answer is pretty straightforward. I'll give you a little bit of insight into how it operates and things like that right now. But basically, a living will covers that scenario where you are essentially brain dead. Okay? I believe that the specific language in the document is in a permanent unconscious condition, and whereby the implication of life-sustaining treatment would serve only to artificially prolong the process of your dying. So what we are really talking about is essentially being brain dead. You are on machines, they are keeping you alive. Do you want to pull the plug on those machines or not? And do other various things or not do other various things that are in this document. One of the reasons that this document exists is because A, it is often not known what the person wants from their family members, from their medical power of attorney, who is often the one tasked with making this decision. The living will or healthcare directive makes it sort of clear what this person wants. Have been several sort of high-profile cases in the past that dealt with this issue. And the name is escaping me right now. There was sort of like the main case. The big case was in Florida. It was a woman. She had a heart attack, and she was not able to be revived in time. They did revive her, but she was essentially brain dead. Right? She had lack of oxygen to her brain, and she could not live without machines. Her husband said that she wanted to pull the plug. The parents said that she did not. A legal battle ensued. It went all the way up to like the Supreme Court. Many thousands of dollars were spent. Terry Schiavo is her name. Many thousands of dollars were spent on figuring this out, and from that, the healthcare directive was born. A couple of things to consider here. The healthcare directive is not necessarily like a DNR, a do not resuscitate kind of a document. It really covers you in a very specific medical condition that you would already be determined to be in before the living will would come into play. It also does not cover you if you are just in a coma, if you are unconscious, if you are going in for knee surgery. You have to remember that you have to be in a permanent unconscious condition, which would be the coma, but you also have to be in a position where applying life-sustaining treatment would serve only to artificially prolong the process of your dying, which essentially means you're not getting better. And if you're in a coma, you usually are just laying there. You're not hooked up to any machines. They're just waiting for you to be revived, right? The other thing that a healthcare directive can cover is whether or not you want CPR, whether or not you want antibiotics. There are provisions on there for respiration, for tube feeding, for pain medication, for all of these different things that you may or may not want if you are in this condition. I can tell you, we're gonna veer off here real quick and get kind of weird. I watched a show, so I'm interested in this stuff, right? Obviously, it's my profession, and I think that in letting your people know what you want to do is one of the most important things that can happen, because if you don't and they're forced to make the choice, they will always be wondering if they made the choice that you wanted. And I've seen this play out in real life. There's this TV show, I think it's called Tyler the Medium or something, right? It's like this 20-year-old kid. He's like a medium, so he can like talk to dead people and stuff like that. And he goes into these celebrities' houses and he sort of reads them, right? He talks to they ask him questions, and he talks to the people that he sees and gives answers. And I can tell you, in a majority of the cases, the first thing that they always want to know is, did I do the right thing at the end? Did I make the right choice? Like, are they mad at me for making the wrong choice? And so that's what makes this document so important. It just eliminates any confusion. It eliminates any different points of view. What the person wanted is clear as day right there on that paper, and you can proceed with confidence knowing that you are doing what that person wanted, and it also prevents conflict from family. I mean, it's clear. They say what they want. It is what it is. All right? So that's what a health care directive or a living will is or does, if you were curious. Once again, I'm Christopher Small. I'm the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning. We do probate. We do it well. If you would like to talk to me about healthcare directives and living wills or anything else related to estate planning or probate, please go to estatemeeting.com. You can set up a time to talk with me over the phone or in person for free. estatemeeting.com. As always, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you know someone that needs to hear this, please share it with them. If you are listening to the podcast or anything else and there's a place to subscribe, please subscribe. I'm always putting out information like this, and most people find it super, super helpful. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you, and I will probably be here again to talk to you tomorrow.